In this episode of Film Stock Reviews, I'm reviewing Face Off. Face Off, it's a 1997 action movie. It's directed by John Woo and stars John Travolta and Nicolas Cage. This is the third film in the holy trinity of Nicolas Cage action movies. Now, this film was released 3 weeks later after Con Air was released. This movie released on June 27th, 1997. The running time is 133 minutes. And at that time, when this movie was released, this movie was number one that weekend it came out, while Con Air was number 5. So Nicolas Cage had a great 1997 summer. Now, this movie is fun because June 27th, 2022 marked the 25th anniversary of this film. Yeah, 25 years since Face Off happened. Like, it's crazy. The movie, of course, is directed by John Woo, the action man, Hong Kong director known for amazing action films like A Better Tomorrow, Hard Boiled, like you name it, he's done amazing work. And the critical acclaim of Cage and Travolta in a movie like this is absolutely mind-blowing. It tells the story of a police officer named Sean Archer who is haunted by the death of his son, who is killed by Castor Troy, played by Nicolas Cage. Every time things come up, it just gets to John Travolta, and he's still grieving so many years later while they're trying to catch this villain and this bad guy, so to speak. Nicolas Cage is Nicolas Cage for a reason. He brings that je ne sais quoi when he plays a bad guy. John Travolta is also great. We get to a point where they must switch faces through a medical procedure in order to John Travolta's character of Sean Archer to find where a bomb is planted in the city of Los Angeles before it goes off. So he switches faces with Castor Troy. Now Sean Archer is Castor Troy. John Travolta is now playing Nicolas Cage. He infiltrates the prison, and the funny thing is the boots that they're wearing in this prison are the same ones that you see in Super Mario Brothers, which came out in 1993. I found that really funny to see, and not only that, the character of Castor Troy wakes up from a coma after the events of the opening action sequence in this film. So then Castor Troy is still Castor Troy, but then there's a meeting between the two, and it's just crazy. They switch characters, they switch roles, their voices are different. So now John Travolta is, playing Nicolas Cage in a way, and Nicolas Cage is playing John Travolta. It's very different because when the so-called fake Sean Archer comes in, it's Castor Troy. But Sean Archer is actually in prison as Castor Troy. If you've never seen this movie, it's very confusing, but if you've watched it as many times as I have over the past 25 years, you'll actually get to love this movie. The duality aspect of everything. How the character of John Travolta in the beginning is really this, emotional wreck, but then that Sean Archer goes to prison as Castor Troy, doesn't know what to do, but then Castor Troy takes over the life of Sean Archer and becomes this whole new person and being, saving the city of Los Angeles and the different aspects of what could be and what could not be. It's a fun movie from start to finish, and this was one of the highest grossing films of 1997, and like I said, it was a big summer hit for Nicolas Cage in 1997. June 6th, 1997, Con Air. 3 weeks later, Face Off comes out. I mean, he had the top 2 biggest movies in the box office in the top 5. And it's crazy, absolutely crazy. Since its release, the film has gained a very strong cult following for its acting, for its directing, even for its performances. From start to finish, this movie isn't confusing at all. It's a really fun movie to watch. And not only that, but this was a spec script that was actually optioned by the big Joel Silver and Warner Brothers in 1991. Those rights basically expired and there was optioned in 1994. Paramount Pictures picked it up. Rob Cohen, who directed Fast and the Furious, the first movie, and The Mummy Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, was slated to make this film, but it was different. Now, the first actors who were envisioned by the writers to play Sean Archer and Castor Troy were Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger. This, however, was supposed to take place in the near future. It was a big sci-fi aspect and thriller to it, but once John Woo came on, it changed to modern day. He cast John Travolta and Nicolas Cage for the roles, and the rest is history. It's also been rumored that Johnny Depp was up for a role, but once he read the script, he passed on it. So, I mean, this movie is what it is. It's a great, great action film. And if you've never seen it, you have to check it out. Because seeing how two big names of the 90s and pop culture films of whatever you name, they're part of, John Travolta and Nicolas Cage, each one playing the other in a movie, playing the good guy, bad guy, good guy. It's absolutely amazing. I don't think anyone has not seen this film, because a lot of people have, and the story aspect to it, the way John Woo works with film is absolutely tremendous and so well done, that there is a scene where Nicolas Cage and John Travolta are separated by mirrors, and when they turn around they see each other, but they see their other counterpart's face. So when John Travolta's looking in the mirror, and as Castor Troy, he's seeing Sean Archer. And when Nicolas Cage is looking in the mirror, who actually is John Travolta, he's seeing it's great how it's done. It's so well done. And I feel like, this is one of those movies where you have to see to believe. The music, the aspect, the whole way about how the story started and how it ended in the culmination of things, and how both actors got together to make this movie. Absolutely tremendous and mind-blowing. Now, there is rumors that Paramount Pictures announced in September of 2019 there were plans to make Face Off with a new cast. David Permit will produce the movie, and the so-called in February of 2021, it was reported that Adam Wingard is set to direct the film, and said that this sequel will be a direct sequel to the original, and they're trying to get John Travolta and Nicolas Cage back in this sequel. I'm really curious to see how that plays out. I don't know how they would do a story like this. This is a one and done film, but I feel like if you make a sequel, you have to get these two back, because it's one of those action movies of the 90s you can never ever forget. It's a critical acclaimed film with stylized action sequences that started off with a plane and a helicopter chase sequence in the beginning and ended with a boat chase at the end. Absolutely crazy. For me, Face Off gets 5 out of 5 stars. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about Face Off. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? What did you think about John Travolta playing Sean Archer? And what did you think about Nicolas Cage playing Castor Troy? And what did you think about them playing a role reversal, where John Travolta played Nicolas Cage and Nicolas Cage played John Travolta, where John Travolta played Castor Troy and then Nicolas Cage played Sean Archer? If you haven't seen this movie, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. But if you have, let me know what rating you would give this movie. What scene was your favorite? And do you think John Woo directed a fantastic film? And do you think this movie would have been different if Stallone and Schwarzenegger were involved, and it took place in the near future and was actually more so of a sci-fi movie than this action adventure? Let me know in the comment section below about the questions I just asked, and I'll see you all in the next review video. And thank you for tuning into my 3-part series of reviewing the Holy Trinity of Nicolas Cage films.